What's up? My name is Justin, and today we're actually going to be reconstructing the world's greatest pedal board. That's a little joke in case you've seen one of my older videos called The World's Greatest Pedal Board and The World's Greatest Pedal Board 2.0. After about 2 years of that thing being on the road and flying and being in the trunks of cars and all of that, it became a mess. I had some problems with my RJM switcher. My George L cables were no longer connecting to the sockets, so it unfortunately had to be redone. The past few weeks I've been just flying with like a random setup of a few pedals. It's a mess. I thought it would be helpful to show you kind of how I go about making a pedal board and some tips and tricks I've learned along the way. I'm by no means an incredible professional, but I think you can definitely do it yourself. You don't necessarily have to pay $1,200. I got about like $35 worth of supplies at Home Depot. So we're gonna make this thing beautiful. Come along for the journey. I'm gonna add a couple new things. I'm gonna take some things away. We're gonna reorganize it and yeah, enjoy. First, I'll show you the supplies I'm working with. I hit up Home Depot this morning. This is about 35 bucks. If it's the first time you're doing it, it might cost you a little more, but it's definitely worth it. When I did my board this way the first time around, that thing held together for like 2.5 years, like I said, and that thing got jostled around, like it was thrown on airplanes and all that stuff, and this works. First things first, you're gonna need some dual lock tape. This stuff is really strong, definitely better than the normal Velcro. I mean, the only downside is it's hard to get things off, but that's kind of the point. These are gonna be your best friends. They're called mounting bases. They're like little cable mounts. It's really cheap. It's like, they didn't have the 40 pack, which is what I got last time, and they only have white. But I thought, you know what, why not? We'll add some white to the board. And yeah, these were like $3. I got about 40 of them. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. It should be about enough. Or I think I got 30, I don't know. But yeah, get these. It's gonna help you organize your cables, keep them all together. It's a lifesaver. The next thing to grab are zip ties. I'm doing black zip ties. I like those because I don't wanna see them on my board. They blend in with the cable. I know I got the white mounting bracket, so you're gonna see some of it, but I don't know. Get whatever color you like. Zip ties, gonna keep your cables tight and not moving around, which is good. You don't want that. And the last thing I got were, because on my board, if you haven't seen it, it's not quite deep enough for everything to lay flat with the cabling. So I got these little mounting, well, they're not mounting, they're like electrical boxes, but I got these for mounting. They're like $1 each at Home Depot. And so yeah, all my Strymons are gonna go on top of these. I got little bases to screw in on the bottoms here, like so, and then we'll dual lock it to the board. The only reason I'm redoing the ones I currently have is mine were super jank on the last ones, and they actually did hold, but I just want everything level. We're gonna do it right this time. It was a very cheap upgrade. It was like, I need 3, so $6 for it all. This next upgrade is a total blessing. My friend recently redid his board and he had a bunch of cables left over from the previous iteration of it, and he said I could just have them, and like that was like absurdly nice, so God bless you, Chad. And yeah, they look like this. These are like way nicer than what I was using. They're like little pancake brackets, so they don't take as much space, and they were all custom cut. They weren't custom cut for my board, but we're gonna make it work because these are way too nice. And yeah, I don't know how to solder, so I can't really go through and change them. These are really cool. With the RJM switcher, you actually can go stereo with one of these stereo TRSs. So it goes from 1 here, and then it gives you 2 outs to go to your pedal and back. So we're gonna save these in a separate pile. These I'm gonna use for all the Strymons and whatnot. And here's the current status of my pedal board. All right, don't hate. Actually, maybe you should. This is a freaking nightmare. Look at this mess. Can you believe that in all those airplanes and whatnot, this never fell apart? These stupid things, I didn't even screw them. I used dual lock tape. Put the most expensive things on the jankiest setup, and it ended up being the most sturdy.
hairdryer thing.
Now we're gonna start cleaning up the pedals like so, making everything look new. So now I think we're good to start staging it on the board, and we'll see how we set this up. Bailey, what do you think? Is this layout gonna work? That's a no. A slight modification, but I do think this looks pretty good. Now that this science project is kind of figured out, I'm gonna take it all apart and label it, and then we're gonna start sticking things down, and then we will, you know, put all the pedals on. Let's Velcro this stuff. And we're gonna go through with these and kind of lay out our track for all the cables. Cable 1 in, and it sounds good. I don't know how many hours it's been, but it's time to be done. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. She's alive. She is well. Never had the Strymons and everything in stereo, and it sounds cool. And the Mobius sounds really cool in stereo. Having that stereo chorus or tram actually does make a difference. So it's pretty sweet. I'll show you the final product. Alright, well stay tuned for demos of the sounds and the Walrus Audio ACS1. That is an overdue demo. Should have liked, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.